back with another video. Aren't you happy to see my face? I am so happy to be posting another video and another plant video. I shared with you that at the beginning of this year I will be making more plant videos, and of course I will be doing some other videos. So, okay girl, you saw the caption, okay? This video is supposed to be fun, informative, loud, crazy. Y'all know how I am. Y'all been following me for a while. And for those who are new, I'm a little goofy and crazy, so I'm just letting you know now. So y'all saw the video today. I wrote some notes down, you know what I'm saying, so we can stay on track. And it's called, Girl, Why Your Plants Dying? Girl, you gotta say it like that. Girl, why are your plants dying? Okay, so I made this video, and this video is mainly catered to those who are new to the plant world, who are trying to get their feet wet, who are babies in this plant world. So this video is more so geared towards you, those who are more seasoned planters, you know what I mean, senior citizen planters, those, you know what I'm talking about. You may already know this stuff, so you know, if you're like, why is she doing this, you know, you can wait for the next video to come next week. Okay, all right. If I look a little fat on the camera or whatever on TV, y'all know I'm pregnant. You know, sister getting a little bigger or whatever. And if for those of you who care about my personal life and who want to see my update with my 28-week update, you check out the next video because I'll be posting a video on that. All right, so let's get back to the point. So, girl, why your plants dying? Okay, you bought this cute little plant. You went to the grocery store. You went to the nursery. Someone gave you this plant, and you were like, "Oh my God, I want to get my plant feng shui on." Like, oh my God, like I just want plants in my house. I want to feel green, go green, nature in my house. I want to feel feng shui, yoga, taka taka laka taka. Okay. But you had that plant for like 2 weeks, and now it's just dying, and you like, what am I doing wrong? I'm watering you, I'm taking care of you, I'm doing all this. What am I doing wrong? Like, OMG. Okay, and then you be seeing those cute little plants on Instagram. You trying to get that life, but it ain't working out for you. Girl, okay, watch this video. So, here are a few basic things that you need to check, okay, before you take it to the next level or the next step, before you throw the daggone plant out. Okay, so the first one is talk to your plant. Plants are live. These are my two favorite plants, my snake plants, the Santaveria family, and they're the best plants to have ever. Like they just stand still and sit pretty all day. But make sure you talk to your plants, okay? Acknowledge them. You know, they are live. They are live. You know what I mean? Talk to them. Like, hey, how you doing, little cutie? Give them a name. You know what I mean? Talk to your plants. They pick up on that. They know that stuff. They're live. I'm dead serious. So, you know, you don't have to be extreme with it, but just kind of acknowledge your plant. That's one thing. The second thing is, maybe your plant don't like you. It's like, I'm playing. Plants are nice. They love everybody. They're peaceful. Okay. But the second thing is maybe you're overwatering or underwatering your plant, honey. Yes. Okay. So when I say overwatering, maybe you're giving it too much love. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe you're like, oh my God, little plant, let me give you some water. And you just watering it every 2 days because you think a plant needs that much water. Boo-boo honey child, that don't work like that. Okay, so you need to, also what I do is Google the type of plant that you have. Like, look it up and kind of learn a little bit about it. But if you don't want to do all that, just make sure the trick is, okay, start with dry soil, at least 1 inch, 2 inches of the soil. Stick your finger in there, yes, get your fingernail dirty a little bit and see how the soil feels. If it feels dry, then water it. If it feels wet, then don't water it. Don't water the plant until the soil is dry. At least put your finger in the first 2 inches put your finger in the first 2 inches down in the soil and see if it's wet or dry. If it's dry, like I said, let me think on it. If it's dry, water it. If it's wet, don't water it. Wait till it dries, okay? And sometimes you have to be careful with that because even the top soil, the top layer may be dry, but the bottom may be wet. So also make sure that your planter that you have has holes at the bottom. Take this plant, for example. It has this where I can pop it off. And when I water this plant, the water just comes the water just comes right out. If you have a planter with no holes in it, and you don't have any rocks down there to pick up that water, that can also be killing your plant, because where's all that water going to? You know what I mean? It's just like the plant is just getting too much water. So the first thing, try sticking your finger in the soil 1 inch or 2 inches deep. If the soil feels dry, water it. Okay, and then I like to water the plant until I see some of the water come out at the bottom, drain out at the bottom. And then for those of you who just don't be really paying the plant attention too much, it's called underwatering it. Maybe you're not watering it enough. You know, maybe you need to water it more often. Like the soil shouldn't be completely dried out for most of your basic house plants. We do have some plants that are a little bit more exotic, that are desert plants, that really can tolerate that dryness. So that's why it's important to kind of know the plant that you have, so you can kind of know the watering technique. But for the most part, these house plants that you get at Lowe's, or you know, the nursery, or whatever, the grocery store, the most common house plants, don't let the soil completely dry out, because it's like the plant like, bruh, give me some food. I ain't got no food. Okay, so that's another thing. Also, plant food. I use plant food. I forget the name. Miracle Grow plant food. In the usually in the spring, starting in the spring, I'll just use a little bit of that plant food and put it in my plants, and it really helps my plants grow. I've really noticed a difference. Follow the directions on the back. It'll tell you how much according to the size of the plant, how much you should use. But plant food is like a vitamin for the food. Whatever it's lacking, that plant food provides it. So I do a little bit of that. Some people like to get technical and do all this 20, 30, 40, 60, 90 rule, all this stuff. I still haven't learned that. I just know now, for me, the plant food works. So I usually give my plants plant food in the spring. That also helps. Another thing is sunlight. Indirect sunlight, direct sunlight. Which one does your plant like? There are some plants who don't like the sun to be right here. Right here. Okay? So if you notice the leaves kind of drying out, or you maybe turning brown, that could be an indication that your plant is right here with the sunlight, and you need to back that plant up. Okay? Back it up from the sunlight. Don't put it directly in the sun. And that's why I stress again that, you know, it's important to know the type of plant that you're working with, so you can do the research and determine and figure out what type of sunlight does that plant need. For example, snake plants, they pretty much thrive anywhere. I do not keep this plant in direct sunlight. Actually, none of my plants are in direct sunlight, because the rays of that sun can burn that plant. Okay, so that's another thing. Some people, some of y'all might like to have a daggone plant in a closet. Honey, the plant needs the sun. So that's another thing. That's indirect sunlight. It might need a little bit more sunlight than in a complete dark room. Snake plants can pretty much tolerate anywhere. You can put them anywhere, and they'll thrive. So just kind of look at the sunlight and the direct sunlight. If you notice your plant's not doing good in direct sunlight, move it away from the sun. If you notice your plant is not doing good far away from the sun, move it a little bit more close to the sun. With plants, it's a more kind of like trial and error. You kind of got to play with it. You have to get to know your plants and see what they like. Also, it could be the energy in your home. You could be yelling, acting crazy, screaming loud, acting a fool, honey. Plants pick up on that. Plants pick up on bad energy. They pick up on good energy. So check your energy, honey. See what's going on in your house. You know what I mean? If you mad, yelling all the time, who won't want to deal with that? The plant gonna be like, oh, just kill me. God, I can't take it. I can't take it. Okay, you know what I mean? If you having good energy in your home and your plant's still not doing well, go back to the basic instruction that I provided with you a couple of minutes ago. Another thing, last thing that I wanted to talk about is also, I think we did talk about when you have a pot. You may have a pot with drainage holes, right? And then it's in a pretty planter, right? Make sure when you water that plant, you also take the plant out of the planter and drain all of the water left over at the bottom, if that makes sense. Okay, so I have like a black planter, right? And then I have a pretty white planter or gold one that the black planter is sitting inside, excuse me. If I water the plant in the planter, I take the black planter out, and there is so much water left over in the pretty planter. That water needs to be dumped because that water is going to cause the plant to, it could cause the plant to die. It could be too much water for the plant. So I really hope that these tips really helped you guys. These are just some basic instruction, because girl, your plants are dying and you need to be fixing them, okay? They're dying, fix them. And then sometimes there are just some plants that are just out of your control. You could do everything. You could do everything and the plant just like, oh, I'm out, okay? Rest in peace. I'm out. Bye. Deuces, okay? Sometimes it's just out of your control. It's no hard feelings, because it happens to a lot of us. It's no hard feelings. So I hope that these basic tips really helped you guys. If you have any questions about your plants, or maybe don't know what your plant is that you have at home, email me or message me and let me know. Maybe I can help you, or I can get someone else to help you. And I hope that this helped. And girl, keep me posted about your plants that are dying. I hope they live. And I wish you the best of luck, and I'll see you guys next time, okay? Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Check out my Instagram page. I'll leave all of that information in the description box, okay? All right, guys, you enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.